I want to get into another thing that you do. It's very, very intriguing to me, and definitely for our more investor-minded folks that may not have families and whatnot. And that is your build to rent.
Yeah.
What you're doing with build to rent? Can you tell us about that?
Yeah, I've been a full-time real estate investor for 24 years now. And when I first went into it, Eric, I was excited, I was passionate, but I didn't quite have the skills and the talents and the due diligence to do the right deals. I was doing a lot of deals and I did okay, but then it almost bankrupted me right into the '08 dilemmas. And I was a very lucky person that was able to protect his investors, survive, and then move on. And from '08 moving on, I went into going from near bankruptcy to a model that made money, and it made good money. And that was working with bulk foreclosures, fixing them up, renting them or selling them to investors, doing a lot of volume in Northeast Florida. But it wasn't bankrupting me, but it was bankrupting my time. And I was running like crazy, and I could brag that I did all these properties and I owned all these properties, but it wasn't giving me what you just said you and your wife were looking for when you first went into this. And then about a decade ago, I finally hit stride. I burned my ships, Eric, on my old model. I only had one skill set, one that separated me from near poverty to abundance. I knew how to get an old property, fix it up, and either rent it or sell it. That's it. Mm-hmm. That is my whole recipe for financial abundance. That was it. And we got pretty good at it. But again, I wanted to have the time. I wanted to be able to be in Costa Rica a few months out of the year. Mm-hmm. And it was once I hit the build to rent, which the term didn't even exist when we started it with my now building partner. But what I found is going from old fixer-uppers to new construction, both for myself and our clients, there was less headaches, less maintenance and repairs, less turnover, better growth, better resaleability, better areas, able to scale more. And, when we first started this 10 years ago, it was an experiment. We built $3 million worth of property in an area of Jacksonville, Florida, that we had done a lot of fixer-uppers. And it went okay at best. You're always going to learn in that first group. But we saw that there was quite an opportunity here. Fast forward to last year, we did 185 million in sales. Mm-hmm. And so it had a real growth pattern with simple properties, single family, duplexes and quads. We build for ourselves and for investors in key areas of Florida that have fundamentals of growth, not the top tier. We don't build in Miami. We don't build in Tampa. We don't build in Orlando, but we stick to new construction, and nearly now working with almost 1,000 investors, having management in place. We're able to build successful portfolios for our avatar buyer is normally very successful in their career or their other business. They want to be in a certain area of real estate where they have a portfolio they can lean on in years to come, or even some now. They're not in the right area personally. They don't have the time themselves. They don't have the experience, and that's where they lean on us. Mm. We had done that with fixer-upper foreclosures before, but now doing a few thousand new construction properties compared to the old fixer-uppers, there is no comparison. The numbers do not lie. And not only has it been cleaner for myself and for our team and for our investors, it creates more time, which is what we're all trying to buy back our time now. And that's one of the most important things I've found with the build to rent venture.
Yeah, every word you said, I was like, gosh, that's what I need to do. I'm so tired of the renovations. I'm so tired of, all the things that come with buying a fixer-upper. That's been my wife and I's bread and butter as well, the BRRRR process. And that's all we've done. And I mean, it's been very successful for us. We've been very successful, but it is a headache, and it does take time, and it is cumbersome. We have